This afternoon, we'll decide best.
Will continue until the 1st of July. I know there have been some certain challenges expressed in certain quarters, especially from providers, regarding delayed payments, but I believe we had a discussion on that and we have made some headway in terms of being able to continue service as we make every effort. Like had been mentioned earlier, this matter is getting the attention of the highest office in the land, so it is something that is going to be addressed.
Now, in the past 7 days, more than 20 lives have been lost through road accidents, while several others have been injured. Now, this is in addition to many more that have been happening from the start of the year, raising alarm among the public and different agencies. Now, the National Transport and Safety Authority has announced a 28.1% increase of road accidents in the first 2 months of the year compared to 2023. Our reporter, Dr. Nganyi, gives us the numbers of the bloodbath on the roads, pointing to a systematic problem that could get worse if not addressed.
Events on Kenyan roads have been tragic in the month of March, particularly this past week. On Saturday, Kenyans woke up to the death of controversial TikToker Brian Chira. He died following a hit-and-run incident on the Ndenderu-Ruaraka Road at 4 a.m. Saturday. On the same day, a teacher and a student died, while several Kapsabet boy students were injured after the bus they were traveling in crashed along the Kabarnet-Marigat Road. On Monday, 16 people lost their lives in a span of hours in separate accidents. 5 people died on the spot, while 18 others were badly injured after a tractor collided with a matatu at Salalek village on the Bomet-Kiptagich Road. After a few hours, 11 Kenyatta University students lost their lives, while 42 others were injured. This was after the bus, which was taking them on an academic trip to Malindi, crashed at Maungu on the Nairobi-Mombasa highway. On Tuesday, another fatal accident occurred along the Migori-Rongo highway at Kuja Bridge, claiming between 6 and 11 lives. Additionally, 2 Kenya officials were run over by a lorry in Chaka on the Nyeri-Nanyuki highway. These events have caused public outcry and sparked response from the relevant government agencies. Kenya has recorded 1,926 accidents in the first 2 months of 2024, which translates to 32 road crashes daily. This, compared to 1,503 in a similar period in 2023, is a 28% increase. In the same period, 4,608 victims were involved in the accidents, out of which 763 were fatalities. This is from January 1 to February 29, 2024. Prevalent among these 255 deaths are motorcycle related. According to NTSA, 5 roads in Nairobi County, which represent 2% of the road network, account for 36% of all fatal crashes in the country. Transport Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has taken keen notice on the issue. Among the resolutions, he has said that he has consulted with his interior counterpart Kithure Kindiki and that we will soon see the return of collaboration between NTSA and the National Police Service for more efficient traffic enforcement.
Law enforcement measures against traffic offenses, against drunk driving, against unroadworthy vehicles, and also we will be very, very firm with all road users so that we all observe traffic rules and save the number of our people that we are losing every day from road traffic accidents.
Dr. Ngani reporting for EBN TV.
Now, Bomet Court is set to rule on the fate of 2 suspects, Donald Kiplangat and Paul Kiprono, who were arrested for heckling President William Ruto during a rally. The prosecution argued that the suspects should remain in police custody to prevent interference with the case. Police are still searching for additional suspects and leaders involved in the heckling following a directive from Interior CS Professor Kithure Kindiki. The defense argued against political interference and intimidation, stating that there is no evidence that the accused interfered with witnesses. The judge stated they will reflect on the submissions and deliver a ruling on Friday, despite the possibility of delaying it to the following week.
That at the police station, they were given that benefit. But after that, there have been a lot of interference. This is political interference and intimidation.
There is no evidence, actual evidence, Your Honor, whether in phone recordings or through any other means, that the accused persons who are in court have actually interfered with the witnesses in this case.
By no means it's not something that I have to sit here and make a ruling. What I've given you is a procedure to enable me to go reflect on the submissions and deliver a ruling, okay? If you are not feeling well, we have the facilities, we'll be able to take you to hospital. That's what I'm expecting to hear from you. But what I've said is that I'm going to deliver. And I could have even pushed this ruling to Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. But I've said I'm going to deliver the ruling.
And with that, we round up the first phase of the morning live. We are taking a break, and when we come back, we shall be looking at the newspaper in our newspaper review. Keep it locked on EBN TV. Vision 2030 blueprint. Number one, they're going to reduce overall inflation rate to 5% from 7.6%. Number two, it will increase revenue collection to 19.7% of the GDP and create 1.2 million jobs every year. Also construct 60,000 kilometers worth of roads, 7.2% raise gross domestic product, that is GDP growth rate to 7.2% by 2028 from current 5.2%. Yes, and that is the economic plan featured on the Standard. At the top of the Standard, Kisiangani sued for denying free media state ads. Kisiangani is being sued for denying free media state ads. Remember the story, we did this last week on Thursday. Kisiangani announced that state ads will be going to the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, a move that was heavily rejected by the union of the media unions across the country, and now he's being sued for that. Now, no deal on housing levy, says this, the Chief Justice, a story done by the Standard as well. If you go to the Standard, more on that story is shared there, where Kome vows to oppose proposed merger of lands and the labor courts. The CJ says push to amend the constitution for a mixed grill high court will not serve intended purpose of two courts. She also dismisses claims that judiciary has a deal with the executive on the housing levy. A story featured right there by the Standard. Now, 19 is the number of issues the doctors want the government and related institutions to address to end the ongoing crippling strike. We really do hope that there will be an end to this. Bank shells out 8 billion in dividends. Well, speaking still on the issue of the health ministry, it does not stop at just KMPDU, that is the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Kenya Medical Practitioners Pharmacists and Dentists Board. It doesn't stop at them going back to work. It also starts by the NHIF debt that needs to be paid before the SHIF can kick in right now. In as much as the public doctors are not working, also in the private sector, if you do not have cash, you cannot access the services of doctors, as they are now refusing NHIF cards, saying that the debt is too huge and it has not been repaid. yes, we do hope that there will be better days for the health sector. At the tail end, why fasting is the most unique form of worship that is featured. They're doing it from the Muslim perspective, but I also believe as Christians, fasting is indeed a unique form of worship, and we all know why. Read your Bible, and also the preachings that we've always been hearing here and also in the various churches. Indeed, fasting is important. Now, sports news. In the sports news, Safari Rally foreign legend jets in today. Karl Rovanperä from Finland, navigated by John Haltunen at the special stage at Kasarani Stadium, is a photo being shown at the back of the Standard, that's the sports page. And we also have Sports CS Babuna Mamba and World Safari Rally CEO Charles Gasheru during a media briefing on traffic and safety plans ahead of the Safari Rally next week. Thika and Naivasha to host Chairman Prize meets, that's on golf. A story also featured by the Standard. Now we move from the Standard, we move straight on to Daily Nation. In the Daily Nation, the new taxes in the 16 trillion shilling plan, 16.6 million new jobs to be created, and a plan in 4 key sectors, that is leather value chain, manufacturing, wholesale and retail trade, and lastly, tourism. Now, these challenges demand urgent and resolute interventions to regain lost ground and align ourselves with our aspirations. That is William Samoei Ruto. This happened during the medium-term, the 4th medium-term plan launch that happened yesterday. Tough times, a new wave of tax squeezes looms as the government sets out on an ambitious 16.14 trillion economic turnaround plan over the next 5 years, even as the government seeks to bring down the cost of living by lowering the annual inflation rate, eradicating hunger, and creating more jobs. Yes, this is mainly funded by enhanced collections by the Kenya Revenue Authority. So more taxes are coming our way, and while at it, more jobs and a lower cost of living. I do hope that the latter two will come to play. At the back of the Daily Nation, Education Ministry on the spot of a loss of 800 million Kenyan shillings. So the Ministry of Education has been on the radar after Kopet challenged it and threatened to strike come the second term should the pending bills be unsettled by then. Members of the National Assembly Public Investment Committee on Education and Governance during a hearing at Parliament buildings in Nairobi on Wednesday is the photo at the back. Also, Africa titled the latest addition to Okutoyi's medal collection as the Kenyan star powers to women's single victory in African Games. Yes, we know African Games are continuing in Accra, Ghana, and we have our very own gold, which brings us to the Star, when this story is making the headlines at the Star. Now, the Star newspaper has the Okutoyi as the photo at the top paper or the first page. Tennis sensation Angela Okutoyi beat Egypt's Lamis El Hussein 6-4, 6-2 to win the singles title in Accra, Ghana. That means that Kenya has a straight ticket to the Olympics through Okutoyi winning. This is the Star's front page that we are having. Oh, they'll also title of the headlines is how governors are wasting public funds. Most devolved units cannot account for millions of shillings spent over the years. I really do hope and wish that indeed these monies will be found and reallocated for the right purposes. If at all President William Ruto is going to tax us any more than we have already been taxed, the least these leaders can do is to appropriate these finances as they should have been. Like they should put it to the appropriate use that they need to be used in. Also, lessons from impeachment of Kisii Deputy Governor Monda. We know Monda was impeached earlier last week due to cases of embezzlement, and the impeachment was done by the Senate. A story we all know. And lessons we can learn from that, the Star is giving us that. At the back of the Star, we have duo booted. Coach Firat kicks Omar Johanna out of the Harambee Stars squad. A story done by the Star. Football, only the coach can explain why. According to Omar, he says only the coach knows why he was kicked out. Also rugby, Odongo's rise to leading light at National Sevens team Shujaa. Also at the back of the Star, we have Liverpool, Bayern courting in Alonso and reveals honest. Now those are the stories we have on our newspapers today, the Standard, the Daily Nation, as well as the Star. When we come back, we shall be having the gang with us. This is EBN TV Morning Live. Today is Friday, so we'll be drifting in a bit.
Castro in the building, happy to be here. As always, it's a pleasure.
Woo! And disclaimer, he's for sale. Next, yesterday we were...
Kuna mtu anaweza fika beba. Minister.
Tutaenda inaitwa auctioneering. Yesterday was World Poetry Day. Allow me to I want to celebrate a drifter, one of our very own, Victor, who is a poet by rights and tried and tested and had also and seen. Yes, he's a poet, worth the name poet. Happy International World Poetry Day. I don't know how to arrange the words, but you get what I'm saying, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Happy Poetry International Day.
Told you he's for sale. Told you he's for sale. Yes, karibu.
Asante. All right, so yeah, my name is Victor. So in honor of World Poetry Day, I'm going to do a bit of something and then we'll kick off the show.
How do you know these things?
How do I know these things? Don't worry.
Mpaka you knew the World Toilet Day. Man.
So, if you dig deep enough, you will find that beneath the layers of this fabricated reality we see are crusts of curiosity, 1,000,001 unknowns. But the core quagmires still remain. Who am I? Why am I? Why am I who I am? Am I who I am or am I who I'm not? Maybe I am who I am and that is enough. I am worth it. Maybe I am even worth more and I just don't know it yet. Maybe I am even worth more and I just don't know it yet. Maybe instead of giving what I have to get what I want, I should lose what I have to gain what I need. Maybe my journey is not so much about me becoming something or someone, but about me unbecoming everything that I wasn't meant to be. Maybe instead of proving a point, I should prove myself. But then again, maybe I have nothing to prove. Maybe I am nothing and everything, all at once, baking in this oven of potential the ability to do it all or nothing at all. So I take pride in my humility and eat my humble slice of 3.14285714 for maybe like pie. Humility is a slice of heaven, but then again, even hell is down to earth. Maybe my life is an action movie that speaks louder than my words. Maybe actions are just words in motion. Maybe words can be taken out of context, but silence can never be misquoted. So it is better to listen to the eloquence of silence than to the sound of impeccable speech. Maybe my today and your today are actually two different days, so we can't both be in the present at the same time. Your time is yours, my time is mine. And so maybe time doesn't fly, we fly through it. Maybe love is not shaped like a heart. Maybe it's spherical because love makes the world go round. Maybe water isn't life. If it were, wouldn't drowning be living forever? Maybe all these are not questions. Some are just statements that couldn't outrun question marks. with 1,000,001 unknowns, maybe I should question the questions that even those without questions question. Question. Should I? Maybe. Just maybe.
Maybe.
Karibu! Karibu sana. Karibu sana.
No, like even hell is down to earth. Oh my.
Ni humility.
Hey, man, it's amazing. That's an amazing piece.
Yes.
But I can also try. I've been a poet before. Let me just go. Or maybe it is the maybes for me, because maybe you have the thing is to keep the main thing is to keep the main thing. Maybe if you don't keep the main thing, then you will not be the main thing.
We try.
Go.
Yes, nothing but prayer. Uko sawa.
That was amazing. That was amazing.
Favorite line, maybe water is not life, because then drowning will be like living forever.
Forever.
And who says that? And today is World Water Day.
Today is World Water Day.
Today is World Water Day.
Yesterday was World Poetry Day.
Yes.
And World Forest Day. On 20th it was International Day for Happiness. Are you aware?
And kidney.
And kidney.
No wonder I was so happy and I felt like my kidney was moving. So probably.
Akigo.
Wale watu mnatengenezanga hizi day, tuambie International Day for Kahasho. Kuna mahali hapa.
Diaphragm. You see, kuna place yani unagongo unasikia.
Unafanya ngui
and then hiyo sauti inatoka.
Hiyo kama mtuambie hiyo ni siku gani? I would like to celebrate that one also.
Kahasho.
Yeah, Kahasho.
I celebrate the poet in the house, the only poet. Yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, the only.
Thank you.
Come on, Connie, what was I doing?
Thanks for like for helping us know who exactly I was talking about. I said the poet in the house. To have met.
It's too early for this.
Yeah.
It's too early for this.
For making it clear who I was talking about. Yeah.
You know I'm in all black, right?
Yeah.
It could turn out to be a murder. It should be a murder case. It's not murder. It's murder.
My life.
He committed murder.
My life is at the stake. Thank you very much, Victor. That was an amazing piece. I can also try. But mine is a Sheng one. And it's a one-liner. Hata uvae pencil ama raba, kama God si rula hawezi kuwa set.
Okay.
Ati okay?
Okay. No, that's good. That's
yeah,
good. Exactly. In fact, let me for real, because unajua like it doesn't take
hata mimi niko na online
about. It doesn't take a lawyer kuwakilisha.
You cannot challenge me.
Did you just okay?
No,
Skia hii. Even when life gets messy, the Messiah does not go missing.
Okay. All right.
Skia
okay, now we are good.
Okay.
Now we feel we are together.
One last one.
It better be good.
It's a one-liner. Me ubeba calculator everywhere. It's because I want to make my life count. Simfanye titi. Nataka for the cameras.
We are whatevering talents here.
All right.
So let me ask, why do you snap and not clap?
You don't want to, but this is just my thinking. You don't want to disrupt the flow. And sometimes you know when you're engaging the audience, you have to give them time to also respond, because it's not, you're not doing this to yourself. Maybe you've practiced that 1,000,000 times, but then you also have to give them time to do what? To understand and to comprehend what you're saying. But now you can't be like that, and then someone is saying a lot of things which make sense, and then umesikia ay nani rudi.
And even stopping the flow of the listener, because poetry has a way of carrying someone.
True.
So even the listener, to give them time to, for example, when you attend Wimbledon, that tennis tournament, like they don't cheer to make a noise. It's a gentleman's affair, so they just clap.
Yeah.
And it's a dance.
It's the same thing. So he's a poet, tennis player.
But also, you've just reminded me.
To play, he plays with words. I play with balls. Tennis balls.
So you just
you guys are not good.
No, you've reminded me that I don't know if there are other body parts that different clusters of groups use to applaud someone, because this is the generally accepted from primary. This is for poets. I see this one in parliament.
Yeah.
So I don't know kama kuna watu mnatumianga magoti.
There's no for rap, like rap is like
Okay.
Your kichwa, yeah, so it is good.
and then this expressions when someone delivers a punchline.
Ni kama umeumia, umeisikililia kwa kahasho. Yeah, so that's why that happens.
Okay. Nice. That was an amazing. You'll give us another one tukimalizia.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll try another one.
Amazing.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay, acha tusiseme sijui drift ina killing talent ya watu na hopes sijui nini. Sawa, utatupea ingine. Prepare. Sawa, we good.
The platform.
So, story number 1. Let me just put this out there. Disclaimer: we have nothing against the church or the pastors or anything. I don't know just why hizi stories utukuta. This pastor went ahead and placed a bet, 100 million Kenyan shillings, closed down the church, opened 2 bars, and said pia wanaweza jiombea, hiyo ilikuwa biashara.
What? Go fast.
I don't know kama alijiambia in his head hata Jesus turned water into, I don't know, maybe amekaa na watu maji kwa imani akaona wacha niwapige na divine. I don't know. That is one. 2, it's very interesting that hayuko in Kenya right now, because right now kuna ile crackdown tunafanya ya pombe. So sijui angeenda wapi hiyo pesa. I don't know what would have happened. But I think it is, in fact I think it is good. Mimi mkiniuliza. Kwa sababu this is why I feel it is time. It is good to have faith and to believe, but I think tumefika place yenye sasa it is mandatory for it to be personal. Hakuna ati pastor okay, pastor wako ni mzuri, but now if you're not strong hivyo, your pastor will follow. What will you do? I'm not saying he will, but he might. He is human or she is human. Si ndio? So si ati tunaingililia. By the way, we are not against the church, but I think shining a light on that even ministers of the word are human. Yeah. And you're not following them, you're following who they are following. And once they stop following who they are following, then you have no obligation to be in the same route with them. Yeah. Unaona? So that is where I feel ni vizuri. The better, watu wajue, waumini wajue, kama watakuwa I don't know kama, sijui kama nataka tenda Holy Communion. But I don't know, but that's just, it goes to show you, ni vizuri. Hata Mungu by the way, bariki wachungaji wetu na pesa, ndio tujue ni watu wa aina gani. Wangapi watasimama? Kama amekuwa kikunywa mvinyo kwa nyumba peke yake akiwa anasema tu kai nyinyi kiomoka ile siku, na ndio imefika. So yes, God exposes, and I love it. In fact more mwingine mwenye anataka kufungua gambling station bado wanafungua. Imagine I know of, okay, nikimsema sasa itakuwa nikana mchukia because namsemanga kila Friday, but I know of a pastor or apostle or prophet, whatever he calls himself. He has a station, a TV station, and he does betting and everything inside. Like he allows anything that Tuma 20 15 minutes 20 anything of monetary value goes through that TV station. Okay, that's interesting. Umesema hivyo nikafikiria. Bibi Mungu akiwa uko joro ranga. Unaona tukienda kwa matu unaona msanii yenga top kwa biscuit 20. Bibi Mungu ranga wazee wakiwa uko chini wako like miujiza uponyaji. I know, right? Miujiza uponyaji. It's cold. Mwingine hapo, mwingine.
Ya wewe uko na shida gani? Kifafa. Aja. 500 yako, what's your problem? Mungu cheka lakini. But it is sad. But again nitasema, na I have said this here before, wale watu wanafaa kuwa kwenye mstari wa mbele wa kukashifu vitu kama hivi ni wachungaji, the legit ones. Yes. Wanafaa kuwa na committee wako like, nani huyo umefungua nala hapo, where your whips, wampige tu whips, alafu sasa wakuwe excommunicado, and then hata sisi tujue. But if it I don't know kama ni kuacha Mungu apiganie battles zao, which I understand, but still you also have to come out clean and say the church is like this, here tutakangi, this is not ours. The same way they come out and say
can we reconcile as Kenyans? Maybe we are arguing which party tukae chini tu hivyo. Sio tu hizo time zote, we need to be hearing the voice of the real church through and through all the time. Sio ati tu wakati kuna msiba ama kuna conflict ndio mnakuja mnanini. Whenever things are not going well, say many. Whenever things are going well, applaud people, tell them, you know, that voice of reason needs to be constantly there.
Awesome.
Yes.
That pastor man say, what? How do you even bet first of all
Why are you
as a
betting?
man of God? Where?
Kwanza to quote his words, ati hiyo ilikuwa biashara.
Man, manze, hapo ameshukisha ball. But anyway, amepata pesa yake. Ende ajipange tu. Now the thing is, I feel for the people. I don't know how big his church had been, but I feel for his followers, manzi, because now, wow. That's a moment that must have shaken their faith. Well, alafu the funny thing, kama ilikuwa biashara, our followers walikuwa ni aje, ni cash cows wake, so hata kwa hiyo pesa ya bet amepati yeye. Na labda hata wanaweza kuwa ndio walimsaidia kupata bet slip.
But ni interesting because umemention hivyo, ingekuwa mshirika ndio amewahi jackpot, pastor angekuwa tu hapo, praise God, amen, umebarikiwa. Sasa mimi sitaki nini, 10 ya Mungu.
I know. Na sasa angepata hiyo
ndio nilikuwa bea. Hizo teams zikaingiana sote. Team 13.
That means angekuwa 10 million, si angequit bado.
Lakini huo pastor yani hizo team zote ziliingiana za jackpot, na vile banzi jackpot na kuga na game ngumu.
Meaning amekuwa at it for a while.
So game za draw alieka draw vizuri, game za win akakula win.
Hiyo sio kuangukia, huyu ni mtu amekuwa akifuatilia hizo. By the way, wacha nimpigie makofi mahali huko because I don't think ni luck. Pia kuna ka effort umekuwa ukiweka. Labda hapo before uingie kwa sermon unachungulia hizi odds.
But you know usikiangi hiyo jackpot ishindangu na wale wase wanajua kuchambua ball. Hiyo jackpot ushindwa na wale wase tu msee ameenda amefinya. That's the word on the street yani. So wase wenye wanajua kuchambua ball ni wanashindaga hizi 1500 ameekelea. Mtu ameweka 20 bob na anaweka game 30. Lakini si beti tu mchana. Like umeekelea 3 bob. And then umeweka game 20. Alafu uko pale zinangojea 150k jipe. What? Unasikianga baadaye hiyo kitu ilikuwa imeingiana ni game tu moja imenitoa. Manzi hiyo game singiingia juu.
Na kuna swali
manzi sasa ningekuwa nimeomoka.
Kuna swali atuulizi, bibi ya huyu mtu ako wapi? Because he has to be a family man. Na wameshinda hii pesa because the only one mwenye anaweza onja hii, mwenye amekaribia divine, I mean mwenye amekaribia chovya kumaliza buyu
kama hazi anakana Mungu kijudas na kipetero. What do you expect atafanyia wife hii pesa ni yako?
Mimi hata sijui, but I'm just thinking
wewe ndio ulikuwa unaniambia kuwekelea ni dhambi, pesa ndio hii wewe enda sijui na kina nani uombe Mungu apatie.
But kuna venye pesa inafanyanga mtu. Mi after kushinda hizo pesa zote you see, na umefunga kanisa na umefungua place ya divine, I think kuna venye labda anakunywa bibi yake mo. Literally I'm guessing, I don't know, maybe amekuwa more attractive. Watatuambia.
There's no Sean Carter said there's no ugly billionaire. I'm cute. Anyway,
ni pesa.
Pesa mosho moja. Now, number 2, police have arrested a pregnant woman who faked her kidnap and made her husband pay 187,000 ransom. According to the police, the pregnant woman shared the ransom payment with her boyfriend.
So pregnancy ni ana the husband ama ni the boyfriend?
Uko hivi?
No. Pregnancy ni ya nani? So pregnancy hata unaweza pata it's not for the husband.
Ni ya boyfriend. Lakini juu boyfriend mfuko hana kitu. Ikakuwa wacha tucheze na huyu mzae, alafu tufanye nini ilete hiyo dogo.
Tujikidnap.
Wow.
And then you're pregnant. So amejikidnap na mtu huyu.
Hiyo ni kidnap squared. Hata siko
kwanza adultnap na kidnap.
Lakini juu wote wameact kama watoto ni kid power 2
plus huo mwingine tukawa 3 the boyfriend the boyfriend ndio but hiyo nashuku hiyo mchoro ni ya the lady.
Obvious na ni mwanamke. I told you hapa.
Jamaa ukifuata lazima ni wajaba.
Hakuna
boy walai.
Hakuna mwanamke creative
atakuwa na ma story za ku convince ndio hiyo. Mwambi muingiza anachukua ako kasoda kake kachoka na azijua story kwa nini.
How and why would anyone do that? You pray. But I love that question. Hiyo mimba ni ana.
Hiyo mimba si azi.
Hiyo swali imenitupa off hata sasa sijui like
azi ni facilitate.
I don't know. You can tell us. You can tell us. I hear. I don't know. I hear that if a lady does not want anything to do with you, she will not have your kids. Hata like mwili itakataa na hata ikikubali na ifike a certain place ataikataza by force. That is why I'm also thinking probably hakuwa anataka.
There are others that
I don't know.
They want the security that will come when they get you a kid.
But now they cannot stay with you because I don't understand. Wali alijikidnap, sawa? How good it must be. Alijikidnap and then wakaenda wakakaa na huyu the boyfriend mahali. Then wakiwa huko na the boyfriend wakapiga simu. Hello? Naongea na Mr. Cashbacks. Sasa tuko na bibi yako. Kama unamtaka and then he sends the money. But now mahali ilikuwa funny nini? As he sending the money because amepanic, he believe by the bibi yangu na mtoi wangu kama ni wake wameibiwa, si ndio? So he sends the money but he also goes to report to the police. So police obviously now wanaanza uchunguzi. Wakianza uchunguzi nini wale pesa ikishaingia, what do? They are like we sasa tugawane hizi do. And actually ni plan ya mwanamke because she got the lion's share of the money. Alipata 112 equivalent of 112k. Then kachali kaboys kakapewa 70 something kitu kama 65 si ndio? Akapewa hiyo. So after that sasa bibi sasa akapatikana magically. So I don't even know the conversation.
What is the house after that?
They blindfolded me.
Hapo ni alafu anaanza kugaslight.
Why would you mean? They threatened my child would not see CBC. I don't know unatishia aje a pregnant. How do you abduct a pregnant woman? And then the husband. So I'm imagining the shock. Bwana akiambiwa na police, pana huyu amekuseti. Huyu alikuwa and the way makarao I don't know but Wakenya wanakuanga hivyo. Wanaanza kucheka before haja. Yo, ucha amekaliwa. Like what do you think the life in their family? Do you even think that they have a family after that?
No. But inategemea probably if hizi instances unaweza pata like umependa mtu ile kijinga, so unaweza pata probably the guy anaweza katua hapo for the faith. But ukiangalia hiyo relationship utapata there must have been signs on the wall, writings on the wall for the guy kusonga. Uko na inafika hiyo point yenye lady anafanya hiyo design. There was just so many things to nini. So probably the guy anaweza kuwa alikuwa hapo for the hope that it will work and it will change. So probably hapo ndio probably get emotional na akapoteza concocity.
Ama tufikirie kama Kenyan women waanze kusema maybe huyu jamaa alikuwa stingy. Nilikuwa tunataka kuona if my life was in jeopardy. Would he? I know.
I wanted to test your love for me.
I want to test your love. Bale wacheni niwaambie.
Sio itakuwa manipulate the guy. Kuna imagine the guy probably may fall for that lie.
Anaweza.
If considering the events that have been happening, hii kama hatapata nini hata gutuka saa hii.
Lakini ndio ujue ni ujinga. Umeona wanaume wangapi wakiwa wanataniwa down ati umepiga magoti tao. Ati umeenda kuimbia mtu kwa dirisha ukiwa unanyeshewa. Unafanya Backstreet Boys.
Shida iko wapi?
Kuna mwanamke atakuhurumia kweli? Alafu ati wewe I wanted to test. Ati wewe unamtest.
No, wait.
Ladies, they punish men for being weak.
Hey! And what do we do for them being weak? We applaud it. We want to be at a savior complex. Kila mtu akuwe na spine yake.
But it's true, like
kila mtu akuwe na spine yake.
No, kuledi pause. Number 1. Tupige reverse kiasi. What's wrong with someone kneeling? CBD akipropose.
Hakuna muuliza huyu mimi sijui.
Hata mimi cheki, he said it very well. Women punish men for being weak.
What do you mean we punish men for being weak? What do you mean men?
It's just the feminine energy.
What do you mean by weak? Kupiga magoti ta usiku kwa weak
or seeming weak?
The character. Weak in character.
In fact inatakana unaona ndio ujue huyo mtu sio weak. Akipiga hivi magoti alafu ukatae.
Hebu nikuulize.
Aende ambie mtu mwingine unaona ametoka ndugu. Sio mimi.
Nikuulize. Like of course in all your dating wale wasiwashai kupasua and then they were so weak, not displaying strength. Do you even give them a chance?
No, but sasa see punish. No, umesema we punish them.
It is just normal female nature. Look, it is just normal female nature. It's not si ati ni kitu iko. That's why lazima the masculine energy in a man lazima inakogani. It exhibits strength.
But sasa you see that's where
because now the feminine energy the way ina exhibit now the submission. So when the kuna like masculine energy, the feminine energy will just submit to it. But when now the guy now hiyo part yenye inamaanisha weakness ni ile now when the guy anaacha masculinity yake and he starts becoming feminine, hiyo ndio weakness. Now this ndio inafanyanga now a lady will punish this ataenda, yani she doesn't know why but dem ataenda tu.
Okay, let's zama hapo. Leo ni World Water Day. Taking life seriously. Tuzame hapo.
Drowning should be drowning should be
yes. If water is life, drowning should be living forever.
Yes.
You want to live forever.
Drowning now, so that you live forever.
Yeah, hallelujah. Explain masculinity.
Masculinity is that natural energy of a man, the leader, being assertive, the dominance, the leader, the making decisions,
the vision,
that is the masculinity. Foresight. And strength, emotional strength. That's why a lady will lean on a guy who is emotionally strong. Like you got all your dramas, the emotional turmoils, but the guy is just there it's like he's non-reactive to what you do. Ladies gravitate to that guy because of his strength.
Naturally,
that is the masculine energy.
Naturally, whatever he has described is the masculine energy, right? But then these energies, in my own understanding, are there in both men and women.
Yes.
Hata hiyo kaumama kadogo kana kuanga hadi kwa wanaume na nini. But now for optimum working of relations and nini, mtu anafaa kuegemea upande wake. Usikuje lane yangu. Unaona kwa barabara venye kuna lanes. Tuchezee hapo na hapo. Kuna ka line kadogo ka BRT yake.
Yes. And attraction only works kama kuna masculine energy na feminine energy.
Mkikaribiana hapa sana hautajua kunaweza kuwa na ka accident. Tugari tunaweza kubaruzana bila mtu kujua. Unaona mwanaume hapo unaenda kumlalia lakini nimelalia girlfriend. Because mna hiyo unaona hauwezi jua. So kidogo unapata kuna guys wenye wana you are cute. Hauambiwi cute ati kwa sababu you are her. Unaambiwa cute kwa sababu you are her. Unaona? Kuna hiyo. So ama unapata dem ni boys sana. Una get? So akishaambiwa
when aje mzito.
Ama unahagiwa dem anahagiwa anafikiria hii ni ile hagia hivi. Lakini ni ile
Yeah.
So there needs to be here strong. So there needs to be here. Yeah, that's what we mean.
When it comes to your statement weak, I don't want to really say that we tesa them we make them suffer or we suffer them. It's not punishing.
Ladies have no mercy for.
No, it's just
like that. Ni natural.
Quoting Victor, stay on your lane. See ati we are
ni kurudisha mtu kwa lane.
It's no, that's no, don't do this.
Bado kanapumua
No, that's not what I meant. This is what I mean. If just using your own words, if you are supposed to be the emotional pillar, and then I'm an emotional wreck, sasa nitakimbilia nani?
Nani?
You know what happens then? Ni unapata your woman is talking to someone else, you get. Sasa ndio nasikianga watu wakiita emotional cheating, is vitu ni interesting. Anaanza kuconfide kwa mtu mwingine na nini na nini. What they are basically telling you under subtext ni, why can't you be like so and so, who I can talk to without being, and that coming back to what you are saying ni kama for example kurusha mtu kwa leni yake, burudi kwa leni yako, hali wanaume wengine wako stable wana.
But then at the same time nyinyi wanaume ndio mkiona dema like no, I can't handle this, I'm gone, bye. I have friends who say
it depends with your level of the level of your relationship. So kama mtu ni wako na we mwenyewe ushamwa like she's your person and you're walking the nini, like ile moments ako hivyo, like you know how to maneuver that space.
But hii kitu tumeturn from hard point today to
sivyo na shindo imekuwa
to old masculinity.
Hebu
geuza hii kitu bwana.
Acha tutoke huko.
But anyway, huyo mwana tulikuwa tunasema huyu mwanaume alirudishwa kwa leni yake na huyu mwanaume.
Hebu geuza DJ, hebu geuza hii tusipate tumeanza kife.
Lakini nani the man was not wrong in paying the ransom.
Yeah?
The man was not wrong in paying the ransom. At the time he was paying the ransom, he didn't know the wife was doing whatever he was doing.
Yes.
He was not wrong in paying the ransom.
After.
Yeah.
Ile kichapo na I'm not advocating for.
But hiyo ndo amerudishwa ndo yake.
Sasa sijui. So of course itakuwa court case. That is kama atakubali kupush na.
And then upate tu jamaa tu na ufala yake tu waende upate siku moja wako pamoja.
Huyo kijana mdogo.
The husband.
For the husband. Mimi ikifika hapo unasikianga love is blind, kuna watu walizaliwa vipofu. Mimi siwezi kuambia anything. Mimi siwezi kwa, it's not my business. You were born blind, bro.
Anyway, perseverance. You said you're persevering. Even us around. That's perseverance.
Cheza kibatimaya.
Lakini now that husband sir ndio anafaa kuenda the shoes of the pastor. Like hiyo 187k bet.
No, life is unfair. Life is unfair. Mwanaume mmoja anatoka huku mwingine anaingiza huko ndo.
Oh Lord.
Wow.
God.
All in a week.
All in a week.
There's a famous line yenye inasemanga all in a day's work.
Does say all in a week's work. All in all, relationships are working. Just make sure you have the right person by you.
It is working. It's working.
Yes. Yeah, quoting. Who was that again? Onaga, whoever sang that song. Yes. Relationships are out here are working. And
the others are not working.
And others are not working.
Not even working. They're not working.
Really?
They are not working. But then we should do drift tour to South Africa.
Soon.
We go to drift.
You got your passport ready?
I got my passport.
Got your passport ready?
I got, yeah.
Have a passport?
Mine is ready.
It's a baba passport.
Unasikia papasa.
Kuna passport zimefika Kenya. Hiyo ni story nyingine. Unajua kuna ile delay ya.
Oh yeah, by the pia ID nasikia zina delay kiasi.
Zime delay. Mimi kuna msee najua bana miaka 2 sasa.
Anakoja ID?
Anatembea
tu kunje na waiting.
Anatembea masaa specific. Juu akitembea huku atashika.
Kwa kijana hebu kuja hapa. Hebu toa kitambulisho.
Ni noma sana.
Hapo kwa ngori.
Ni noma sana.
Nangoja. I don't know by the government, please work on those. Kwanza ID.
Yes.
We need to be working out here.
Yes.
And working. And paying nini?
Afu unangojea tu ID hiyo miaka yote na ulipigwa picha ukaa. Eti mbona picha za ID ukaa hivyo? Unapigwa picha ukaa.
Yeah.
Speak about yourself.
Pigo tu kama selfie.
Speak about yourself.
Wewe mwenye unaruka hivyo yako inakanika ulitoka hivyo.
Ni venye siwezi kuonyesha hapa juu mtaanza kuni uko like, mbona why do you look better, not better in person, you look better in your eye. Like mine was flawless. Like guys, but you can go and change. Kama unaona picha yako haikai venye inadai.
Yeah, and you have the time to wait.
As in, yeah, I can confidently put my picture ID as my profile picture and believe me, the numbers will soar.
Kwani who do you know in the government? Wewe unajua nani bro?
Kwanza ulipigiwa wapi?
Sisi hata wasio kwa nataka kucheka na sisi huko. kijana kaa vizuri.
Ukismile toyo.
Ai, toyo. Unadhani hapa tunapoteza wakati. Watu ni wengi. Kutoka kwanza ukuje kama uko ready kupose.
Okay, well, moving on. Oh God. Yeah, as I was saying, relationships are working and some are not working. Be on the lookout. Yes. And we hope for the best. And if you're getting married, tweet it. Takuja harusi. And my MC.
Tutasumbua. Lakini umake sure hiyo harusi iko na food. Enough.
One is an MC, one can sing, the other can poetry. Yeah, can do poetry and sing, and the other one can make noise.
Now, kuwashikanisha tu. Hata bado kuwashikanisha.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, true.
And one is a pastor. Surprisingly. Now, Kenyan woman froze to death in Canada and buried in Nakuru. Miss Wambui, a single mother of 4, had left Kenya on Valentine's Day in search of better opportunities in Toronto, Canada. Her dreams were cut short 4 days later after her arrival. Miss Wambui had sought accommodation at the Mississauga shelter in Toronto on February 17th, but had to wait for hours in the cold before she was finally allowed in the lobby.
First of all, our sincere heartfelt condolences to the family. That's sad. Like, you live in one situation thinking you're going to get a better situation, kumbe you're just walking into your death trap. So
jumping from the pan into the fire.
Manze, really send my love to the family, to the children. I don't know, because now if she was a single mother, like, she was sacrificing for those children. So first of all, just sending out our heartfelt condolences to the family and to the children. I hope God steers you through this crazy situation. But now I don't know where probably the rain beat her. Probably, maybe, but though even whatever move to this outside country, so na all the full information of what they are going to encounter. Maybe all other things probably alikuwa ameambiwa all other things na hakuwa ameambiwa mambo ya accommodation nini ama how to react na nini ama weather iko aje, because si winter inaanzanga ni November ama ni December, it runs to almost beginning of March. So probably hakuwa anajua hizo stuff. So manze, we wish the family well. I don't know now what will happen to the kids, man. That's a sad one.
Okay, Pauline, but yes, our heart goes out to them. I think we can use a better one than out of the frying pan, because this literally, I'll talk about Mali. She went to a colder. I'm just saying that is one.
Okay.
Two,
out of the frigid.
The issue here actually is, like you have said, and hiyo ndio mimi nilikuwa na hofia when I saw this, was that right now tunalia Kenya hakuna kazi na nini. She left Kenya to look for greener, colder, whichever pastures that she went to look for, si ndio? So venye ameenda huko ndio ameenda kudedi. Sawa. Probably angekaa tu Kenya haingekuwa hivyo, you get. And this is 4 days after Valentine's, you get. It is so sad. Na ameenda kutafutia watoto wake. Now my question is, for the Kenyans, and I'm not saying work abroad ni vibaya, but as Castro was saying, sometimes we are not given all the information that we want, you get, or we require to survive in a new and foreign land. Probably place yenye haujui mtu, hakuna mtu, like, and then it's not a trip, si ati umetoka hapa, umefika Narok kama ati place 3-4 hours, ati utarudi. Hii ni place yenye you have to plan and nini, so you can't just go for a week. Pia ukikuwa huko, like, you have to maybe recoup some money so that you can get your flight ticket and know, all those things to come back. So once umeenda huko and you find she was, kuna shelter yenye alikuwa anafaa kukaa. Kwa hii shelter either wamepata kumejaa ama kuna shida na booking na nini, akaambiwa angoje nje. Kwambia angoje nje, unajua baridi ya huko sio kama ya huku. Sijawahi kuwa, but I'm just assuming Canada is, you know. So amekaa huko, amepigwa na baridi. By the time anaingia, she's well sick, you get. So kaka kidogo, she dies. Now you wonder who you're supposed to blame. I don't know kama ni wenye walikuwa wamemplania trip because hawako wanajua place anaenda kukaa. I don't know if she would take some of the responsibility maybe because hakuwa na all the information akadecide kuenda, but it just shows that we need systems in place to probably be on the lookout for the welfare of our citizens when they're going to different countries. Unaona, and it's not just there. Hadi watu wanaendanga Saudi Arabia, hadi watu wanaendanga sijui wapi. Maybe sometimes hujui venye watu culture yao inafanyanga.
Yeah.
So umeenda huko kama kademu, umezoea kuvaa miniskirt na umeenda kufanya na hujui watu huko. So ukienda ufanywe like we don't know environment, the natural and otherwise. So unaenda huko unasafa, unaumia while you're going to look for, it is not fair. So I don't know ministry ya nini ya mambo ya nje, sijui kama hii ni kitu mnaweza angalia nini, just for the welfare and for the security of our citizens,
especially now that the government, and to be specific, William Samuel Ruto, our president, he's pushing His Excellency Honorable.
Yes,
he's pushing your agenda ya watu kwenda majuu and having and working away from and working abroad. I agree with what you're saying, and I also implore Kenyans to love knowledge, to be inquisitive. Before
know what you're getting into.
Yes, know what you're getting into. Research as much as possible. Have everything affirmed as in details, in writing, in phone conversation, record, ask around. And it watu wanaitanga connections. You can also use your connections for your own safety. Like you're going to Canada, yes. Aujui mtu huko, but ask around.
Ama wase wako Canada, for example, kuna ule mse anafanyanga ile anakogana ile channel ya huku US. Sasa kuna huku Canada, huku Saudi. I think mse sana cause I think he paints a picture of the way it is, because I've seen him go even to the ghettos, go even to, even show people the nitty-gritties of places to shop, what to do, the cars. And manze, US in itself and Canada, they are a different economic system, and life is different too. So, like there are so many Kenyans who are suffering out there, and vile tu wanaogopa kurudi home because wanajua kirudi home they love not much to show, but hey,
na hata sio ati much to show, hata wengine like umetumia everything, like everything like, so ukikuja huku you even worse off than you left.
And then now when you come back, now the expectation, everyone knows that when you're going to US, it's ama uko maju, like you're going to get it, So for example, you go to place kama US, you don't even have a work permit. Like you cannot even get the best jobs. So you live in substandard housing. Then you also have to pay social security. And then umeenda huko tuseme ukiwa 30, 35, you're only working for a few years. So there is just so much. Pia kwenda huko inakuga ni kupiga hesabu manze.
Mimi nakuanga naombi na nasimanga Mungu anisikie for Kenyans, actually for young Kenyans who are very brilliant. I think we have some of the best brains in the world. I was actually listening to someone saying that human resource export, we are number 1 in Africa.
Yes.
Hey.
Like, yes. Like we have the best workers you get. But now my issue inakuanga, when we are going there, wherever we are going, if it is from without and not within our country, let us go there in high demand. Like sio ati mahali tumeenda kutafutilia ka opportunity, ni mahali wametuonea kule wako. Can you please come and impart that knowledge? Can you please come and show us those skills? But if we go to a foreign country and we are just trying to be there like every other, wakabi, pia sisi ni kama watu wengine, haitaweza.
And apparently Kenya is an amazing place. Kenya is an amazing place. It's only that because mtu amezaliwa hapa, amelelewa hapa, that's all you know. You desire bigger and better. But being in Kenya is an amazing gift. I have traveled kidogo to some African countries, and you just know Kenya is way ahead. And if Kenyans understood that, and if they'd take that in and guard it selfishly.
Yes.
Oh God, we will do amazing.
Yes.
I know of countries, ukienda useme tu umetoka Kenya, that's it. You are hired immediately.
Ambia pia wanaotutizama ndio
right for us those countries.
Yeah.
Because now we have our passport. Right?
Yeah.
What did you call it?
Passport.
So now we already have our passports ready. Ndio manze tuende huko, and most of the countries in Africa are visa free.
Yeah.
Even they say.
Thank you, Ruto, for that, by the way.
But also, we would want to throw in a proposition, an idea. Like you see now, these countries, they go crowded, like US and the Saudis and the Canadas and UK. Like, think out of the box. Ebu enda to this, the Croatias, the Romanians and all that. Like ISO, like they have a there's a whole vibe to those countries. Yeah, go to those ones. But they do know, in Paraguay, in Uruguay, there's a tribe of Kambas. They immigrated there kitambo. Msichezange na sisi nilicheki last week mnatuingilia, but in Paraguay and Uruguay there is a whole tribe of Kambas.
Wow.
Yeah, they immigrated from here. I don't know vile walifika huko, but they maintain their community, they have their cultures, but the language imekuwa diluted kimpango.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Si tumeomoka man.
It just goes to show me kama hujaitembelewa na Mkamba uishi mbali. But it's
tumetoka mbali. Now that you have said that, I'm trying to think kama nishaitembelewa na Mkamba.
Ndio utatuambia.
Nishawahi. Thank you, Joy. But yes.
Ama wewe ndio ulitembelea Mkamba?
No, Joy came.
But you know, one of these fine days we need to drift into your heart and you tell us your boyfriend stories.
I will.
We need.
I will.
It has to get real.
I will.
We have to put you on ice. We cannot be coming here to like talk to you. We open our rohos for you, and then you're not giving us anything.
Which roho have you ever
opened? We'll put you on ice.
Which roho have you ever opened?
Sio tunafunguanga tu inakaa jokes sana by the way. Inakaa ni jokes, lakini tunakuanga tunaumia. Unajua hapa tunakujanga ku drift na issue zetu. Tunazichilia zinaenda. So guys wanadhani ni content tu ya ukweli hapa. These are people living in character. Wapi? Yanga hapa tunaumia.
I will. One day I will tell you must way. One day I will tell you must way. Anyway.
You will help so many ladies out there, so many girls. And then Victor natengeneze poem out of your misery.
Why do you think it's miserable?
Yeah?
Oh, my stories are amazing. I do not have a single ounce of misery in me.
Uko single.
Moving on swiftly.
Jibu. Uko single.
Moving on swiftly. Moving on swiftly. Niko na bwana, if that's what you're asking. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything more than that. Now, yes. What were we talking about?
We're talking about the lady in
Canada.
Yes.
Oh, yes. I was saying there are countries. There are countries out here that give opportunities to people. There are great opportunities. Okay, we don't have to die. And US and UK is not all that. I have a friend who is in Australia right now, and she says she went there for studies, but she says as soon as she finishes her studies, like namna this, I think watu watanotice hayuko akiwa shafika airport. Akirudi home. But it's not all that.
On a social level, those countries actually they can get lonely huko. So on a social level, I would recommend Africa and South America.
Hata usiende South Africa.
And the Caribbeans on a social level, South America.
Yes, ndio nimesema hata usiende South Africa.
But socially, like now looking at the aspect of man being a social being, like socially. For Africa and South America have a rich social culture, and the Caribbeans.
We do this. Sadly, it is the end of the drift. I know. I'm sorry. It's beyond me. I can't explain. My name is Consolata Chibalonza. It's been an amazing session today. I loved it, guys.
My name is my name is Castro. AKA.
My name is Always.
My name is Always.
Hi, Always.
Yeah. Stay happy always.
Oh God. Why?
So Castro,
No, I don't.
happy to have been here. I'm checking my biceps, man. And the things are changing.
Wow.
Victor, you promised us a piece.
Oh, for the closing one?
Yeah.
For the poets and everyone.
Yeah.
Kama closing ceremony ya Olympics na World Cup.
Wewe ulikuwa na chance ya kunini kusema ukasema biceps.
Haya, sawa. So,
Yummy.
since nimesikia mumeongea my relationship sana, let's try and do one for, you know.
Yeah.
Lovers in the house.
Yeah.
Well,
This
I
is
don't
not
know.
true.
I don't know if that is the
You
news.
don't
Yeah, so,
know.
this has been The Drift. My name is Victor. Even on IG, unaweza pata hivi vitu huko ndani. So, this piece, I call it My Weakness. So, yeah. After the last time, I promised myself that I would never again shed a tear for you. But you are my weakness. You make me do things that I don't want to do. How long will I love you? Forever, yes, I said I would always love you. That much is true, but don't assume there will always be a place for you in my heart after all the hurt you put me through. See, Cupid's arrow went through and through, and now I swear I feel nothing for you. And I have tried. God knows I have tried, but loving you is impossible. I mean, how can I fight the wind? How can I crush the mountains? How can I bury the oceans? How can I turn back the hands of time when there is no more time left? You try and say that it was all for the best. You even try and conceal your regret, but every time I see how miserable your life is without me, I thank God you blew it. I thank God I dodged a bullet, 'cause you turned out to be the best thing I never had. I'm not heartless, but your misery makes me hurt just a bit less. So I doubt that this will be the last time that your feet walk on the shattered glass like million pieces of my broken heart. I doubt that this will be the last time that my heart bleeds as I speak these words. I doubt that this will be the last time. Because with you, there will always be a next time. So until next time.
My brother, heal.
No.
Clearly your heart is healed.
Yeah.
It's poetry.
It's
It's not
poetry.
personal.
Yeah. No, I cannot sing. I told you.
Until next time, my misery is hurting less. for
Bye,
the sake of
guys.
misery.
Bye.
Kwaherini, tuonane wakati mwingine.